Full.
She's incredibly attractive.
Look at her face right now, Caitlyn. Is she shitting? Look at her face.
Yeah.
In that.
Well, she's very proud.
Maybe that's part of their whole kink that she.
Beverly,
shits
I love
in
the
every
back
picture.
of the step and repeat. It says Beverly Hills IV therapy.
This is incredible.
And then it says Face Forward International.
Well, her face is forward. I mean, she's shitting in that picture.
She's an interesting woman. She's definitely not traditional.
Traditional?
So what does she say?
Do you think they
Can we
scissor?
set up the tweet about they have to scissor?
They shear.
That's a hot number she's got there.
Yeah, I mean, the woman she's with is stunning.
She's very pretty. Is she pregnant with that?
No, she's against that. She's against all of it. She's against everything trans and gay.
I know, it's very interesting.
It's like me, like, it's like you being, well, I mean, we're both homophobic. I mean, I'm internally homophobic.
We're relatively homophobic.
I'm not homophobic against my...
I'm homophobic against people that are under, like, 30. Every gay person that's born at a, like, if you're like 16, I'm homophobic because, like, you're just a lot. The younger gay people are a lot. And I love them because, you know, you have to love everyone, but they're a lot. The younger people are a lot.
I'm not homophobic against other people. I'm homophobic against myself because I feel like I'm a sinner. But I'm not homophobic. I hate when people tell me I need to call myself queer because I hate that word.
This is why the young people are a little annoying.
I don't care if you call yourself queer, but
you
when
can call yourself
when
whatever
girls are
you
like,
want.
you need to call yourself queer, I'm like, you've touched a girl's shoulder, okay?
Right.
You are not. I fucking marched. I fist. I've been married, have children. Like, don't tell me I'm like one of the first people who, you know. I'm old school. Like
That's true.
First of all, I've never marched. I can barely get out of bed.
I was just about to say, where did you march?
Nowhere. I've never.
Let me know
marched
what
for
thing you marched at. I will lie and say that I marched as well. I'm like, where did we with the Garden City Hotel brunch? I marched as well. I marched right from the maitre d' to the table and then
to
right back.
complain. I'm a Jew. I've only marched to the maitre d' and said, I don't like my chicken jelly.
Well, by the way, it's like, and this is why I didn't last time I was to Texas. You need Jews to make things good because they have to complain.
You're right.
Wasps don't complain.
I know.
They don't even like to look the waiter in the eye.
You're right.
The wasps don't even like to acknowledge that they're there in an establishment with people lower than them. Jews will complain. You need that. Elderly people complain.
Every elderly person, if they can speak, every elderly person complains.
That's right. All of them.
I have a joke. I had dinner with my mother, and she said, I don't like this chicken salad. I'm like, it didn't even come yet.
Right.
It's in the kitchen, and you're already complaining.
They love it.
It's constant complaining.
It's all they do.
Yeah.
Because that's what's left. But that's kind of like Caitlyn's, what, 70? Caitlyn's 74.
74?
Jessica, she's an elderly person.
Look at her face. Wait.
74.
She really, honestly.
She's 74, Jessica.
I have obviously, I have no issue with the trans. I think trans women are hot. Like a lot of them are fucking hot. But the fact that she is homophobic in so many ways and against being married is insane.
But it's interesting because not all gay people and trans people will get along. And I guess Caitlyn Jenner, she's also 74.
Right.
Here's the other thing. She's old.
Right.
She's like an old person.
Well, so I know, but she's Hollywood. Like, she's been around.
Yes.
So I think she does a lot to be in the spotlight. And do you think she really believes everything she's saying? Come on, seriously.
I don't know. There she goes. I'll say it retarded.
That is the funniest thing. What? Oh.
But this is a fun, I think she's fun.
I know.
I don't know what's going on.
I know you think it's fun. I get it. There are so many.
But she's not the president.
I get it.
She doesn't have any power.
But
she just flies a plane
But
every
there's
day.
a lot of homophobic and anti-trans people who are getting off on this. They love it. They love it.
But are they getting off on her?
They're thinking it's amazing that a trans person is being anti-trans and anti-gay.
I think it's kind of like a circus.
Well,
so I look at it as like it's part of the circus. But it's funny to me if you're homophobic and anti-trans and that is your leader, that is the funniest thing to be in the world. that your leader is a 7-foot tall Caitlyn Jenner is hilarious.
Well,
But there's Ellen with her. Can we get that up? Can we play that, or is that
have
going
you
to get
heard anything
copyright?
about Ellen? I mean,
Yeah, Ellen's not great, huh?
Ellen is an angry vagina.
Why is she so mad?
Well, she doesn't have enough money.
She's like a billionaire.
Ellen,
Yeah.
I've heard
Yeah.
so many things about Ellen. I've never met her.
Right.
But I've heard that she is just not a nice person. I mean, I've heard that from personal people who work for her, not just
Right.
Reddit. And I know people who have worked in major positions for her on her television show.
I know people that work for her as well. I know a writer that works for her.
Very good friends who have worked in major positions.
She's tough.
She's very tough. And they've all said the same things. I also never liked the fact that she didn't have comics on her show. Ever. She had like Amy Schumer.
She
I think,
did
and
not have
one
a
of-
lot of comedians.
And as a female comic, or as a comic, period, forget about female, male, I would always have comics on. I would always support her.
She
So-
doesn't seem to like comics.
She doesn't like. I don't think she. First of all, she only likes clean comedy, doesn't she? She
Right.
So does Bill Cosby, who rapes people. But
Right.
or maybe he doesn't. Like the Holocaust never happened. You know.
Yeah, I
I
mean-
don't. Yeah.
We're still waiting on the info.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
So-
it is weird that she never had a lot of comics. She only had really A-listers, and then like she would select like people that wrote somebody would write a letter, right? Like
Well, maybe if the comic had one eye and was dying of rectal cancer, she'd have
she might have right. It was always
telejoke.
something like that. She'd go, hey, we just got a letter.
Yeah, like
This-
this comedian has
Right.
one eye and rectal cancer, and we're gonna give him a bike. You know what I mean? That
he's
kind of.
got, and he can.
They'd show up to his house,
What
and he'd
the
be like, his
fuck?
ass would be
Okay.
bleeding.
She
He'd be
would
like,
give
I have a
people
tricycle
stuff.
outside. We're here for you. And he'd be like, thank you, come on, for coming with a tricycle. You know, something like that. But she never had someone
She
on.
liked people that were on their way out.
Yeah, of
Ellen.
course,
She
because
liked
there was
people
no
that were on-
competition for
yeah,
her.
She liked people that were dying.
Right. They all
Yeah.
like people who's gonna die
Yeah.
because it's less competition.
Yeah, they
They're-
go bring
it's
somebody
never
out in
enough-
stage 4. They don't even want a stage 2. They go bring somebody out in stage 4.
It's never someone who's gonna be okay.
No, let's give them something and let's get them out of here. Let's win. Let's get some good vibes from the
Yeah.
audience.
My dream is to meet Oprah. We want to have you on. We heard that your dying wish is to meet me.
Yeah.
I want to meet you, Oprah. I'm not feeling.
Well, we love you, and you're gonna have a peaceful time in heaven. Hallelujah.
Oh God. Have you met Oprah?
No, I would die if I met Oprah.
Yeah.
She's one of those people I would. I don't even think she's real. I think she's just a wax figure.
She's one of the few people that they still retain that aura of like crazy celebrity.
Yeah.
Where you're like, God.
I met Madonna and I
saw
freaked
Gail
out.
King once in
did?
first class, and it did nothing for me. That's Oprah's lover.
It is Oprah's lover. I
It's
know.
clearly Oprah's lover.
100%.
100%.
So
And it did
I've
nothing
always
for me.
thought that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I also think Stedman and Charles Barkley are together.
Yeah, is Stedman real? This guy that's
No, I think he's just a tree. I don't know.
Well, it was just funny. It was like back then, everybody like Rosie O'Donnell had a fake relationship with Tom Cruise. Like everybody just had to kind of
Yeah, 'cause
just
she's
play
hot.
along,
Yeah.
right? And everybody had to kind of just be that.
I
You know.
know. No, they're definitely. Are they holding hands in that picture with Stedman in the back?
No, just the angle.
Oh,
No, but they're lovers.
your pointer thing was just on Oprah's nipple. That was hot.
Yeah, and Stedman knows. Look at Stedman looking out.
Yeah, he's like, why am I here? What did I choose
what
for my
a
life?
great job for a guy to get.
Yeah, I mean,
Be
he's
Oprah's fake husband.
yeah, fuzzbin. I know.
He just live in that big estate in Montecito. I mean, wow.
I bet Oprah's the bottom.
Oh, for sure. Well, she's such a top in life.
Yeah, exactly. I
She's
bet
so
Gail.
yeah.
I bet Gail beats her with self-help books.
Oh yeah. Well, I think Gail dangles like a French patient in front of her face and then says, "You're a dirty little whore," and then throws it out of the kitchen window. And then Oprah just gets all, Oprah's now in Ozempic. I love that it all Oprah's, by the way, had 50 trainers, 45 chefs, every diet. She brought in, she used to have this chef, Rosie, Cooking with Rosie. Then she had this other chef, and now she's like, let's just do it.
All right, guys, I'm going to have to restart my computer.
Do.
This is just...
Do it.
Why not?
Why not?
It's not working.
Listen.
She said every chef.
I'll be back in a minute.
Every chef.
Didn't she put an axe in her mouth?